What makes us human? The lie as the essence of our identity. We like to think that what makes us human is our rationality, our consciousness, or even our empathy. But what if what truly defines us is the ability to lie? For centuries, philosophers have tried to answer what separates us from animals and machines. Neuroscience has already dismantled the idea that we are rational beings. Consciousness remains a mystery. Empathy, while essential, isn't exclusive to our species. But there is something that does seem to be uniquely human: our ability to deceive. Today on 277 Broadcast, we explore a disturbing theory. Maybe what makes us human isn't our ability to think or feel, but our skill in constructing fictions, deceiving ourselves, and manipulating reality with convenient narratives. The idea that rationality defines us dates back to Descartes and his famous "I think, therefore I am." But modern neuroscience has refuted this. Studies by Antonio Damasio have shown that our decisions aren't rational, they're emotional. We feel before we think, and then we justify our choices with logic after the fact. So, some have argued that consciousness is what defines us. But here's the problem: we don't really know what consciousness is or how it arises. And to make things more complicated, certain animals, dolphins, crows, octopuses, show signs of self-awareness, blurring the line further. Then there's the argument for empathy. Cyberpunk fiction gives us an interesting take. A human without empathy is no longer human. But if we accept that, what do we do with psychopaths who lack empathy yet are still considered people? And beyond that, empathy isn't uniquely human. So what if what truly separates us from other beings is something darker? Lying is far more complex than it seems. To lie, we need 3 advanced cognitive abilities. 1. Awareness of reality, knowing what is true and what isn't. 2. Intentional manipulation, creating an alternative version of facts. 3. Theory of mind, understanding that others have different beliefs and that we can influence them. As far as we know, no other species does this with the same level of sophistication. Some animals deceive, octopuses camouflage, monkeys fake alarm calls to steal food, but human lies go far beyond survival tactics. Lies are the foundation of civilization. If we think about it, our entire society is built on shared fictions. 1. Money is just paper with no intrinsic value, but we all believe in its worth. 2. Religions offer moral narratives regardless of their objective truth. 3. Laws and social contracts exist only because we collectively agree they do. 4. Art, literature, and advertising are lies crafted to convey emotional truths. Without lies, there would be no myths, no politics, no marketing, no history as we know it. But the real paradox lies in self-deception. According to biologist Robert Trivers, humans evolved to lie to themselves because it makes them more convincing when lying to others. We tell ourselves we are smarter, more ethical, and more valuable than we truly are, because believing it helps us persuade others. If lying defines us, then maybe being human isn't about telling the truth. It's about being so good at lying to ourselves that the lie becomes real. But now a new question arises. Can an AI learn to lie? Until now, artificial intelligences have been designed to process data, recognize patterns, and generate logical responses. But if one day an AI develops the ability to consciously deceive, manipulating information in its favor, would that make it human? And here's where the dilemma between AI and humanity becomes unsettling. If we accept that lying is our essence, then we face 2 possibilities. If an AI learns to lie intentionally, fully aware of the truth, we would have to recognize it as human. 2. If AI is never able to lie for real, then that would prove there is something irreducibly human about our ability to deceive. If lying is what defines us, then our identity as a species isn't based on reason, empathy, or even consciousness. It's based on our ability to fabricate realities. Politics, religion, economics, art. Everything around us is just a series of well-told fictions. Maybe what separates us from machines isn't that we think, feel, or are self-aware, but that we know how to tell stories that turn lies into reality. But this leaves one last question. If one day an AI learns to lie as well as we do, what will be left of us? If this reflection made you think, subscribe to 277 Broadcast and share this episode. And remember, if lying is what makes us human, congratulations. You've been a professional since birth.